All right, let's talk about gear in Marvel Future Revolution. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dallar's Twi'lek Tactics. Thank you for coming. We're going to discuss how you get and develop gear on a character in Marvel Future Revolution. And there's a lot of... When I say gear, I basically mean the items you're going to use to power up your character. Let's get over. Okay. All right, so this is my main character. Black Widow, 1.287 million power. In this video, I'm basically just going to teach you how to gear up your character. When I say gear, I mean the actual gear, badges, cards, specializations, etc. The things that are going to make your character more powerful. All right. So first of all, your gear. Okay. These pieces, when I say gear, I mean these pieces right here. These 4 pieces are your gear pieces. Now, how do you get decent gear? Okay, so basically level 1 gear. These are basically, these pieces down here, basically just your every run of the day, run of the mill, average pieces of gear. You're going to use them to power up your other pieces of gear. So you get, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star gear from running training grounds, which is in operations right here, training grounds. You get 3 hours a week if you don't recharge your time. I actually hit a cap in my training time, so I cannot run anymore, but you will get 3 free hours every week. You run that and you will get mostly 1-star gear, but you do have the chance to get an okay amount of the green, the 2-star gear, and you might get a couple blue pieces. So you can develop normal sets of gear, right? So as normal, I mean non-regional, non-special. These pieces are Hydra, that's regional. You see they got a little glowy background to it. And then special gear has got like the extra special super glowiness, right? So there's regular gear, regional gear, or so I should say non-regional gear, then there's regional gear, and then there's special gear. How do you get special gear? Well, you get them from pulling card draws. What's a card draw? Okay. So here you go. This is the shop, or the store, basically. Right here, draw. So costume, right? So you're going to get probably some random through like daily rewards and dimension boxes and etc, just stuff that's going to naturally come through the game. You're going to get individual draws, right? You're going to come to draw costume right here, and then you're going to get a chance to draw. As you see, there's no fancy up arrow beside just the draw, so there's no increased chance to get special gear, and there's a very, very low chance of getting normal gear as well. Where do I see? I think this one. No, this one doesn't tell you the chances, but the chance is really, really low. Here, let's see this. So, Steampunk. That's a special. Rise of the East. That's a special. Eye of Osiris. That's a special. Draw chance increased. Okay, show me. Here we go. Nope, that's not it either. Let's just say the chance of getting these pieces are really, really low. I thought I could click on that. Anyway, so you can basically, you get to draw these when you save up 1,800 crystals, which free to play takes you a while. So that's how you get gear. You get the special gear through pulling these. You're going to get your regional pieces through these pulls as well. You're also going to get your regional pieces. You can get them from right here, tokens. You're going to get tokens, which is basically your currency in all the different game modes, right? So you don't get any gear here. Like here's a 1 to 3 star costume box. No gear in there, no gear in there. Dark Zone, no gear in there. But your special tokens, which you get through pulling costumes, dimension boxes, etc., right? Pulls through the store or the shop. You can actually save up. As you see, I got 59 right now. You can save up for 300. You can get a regional piece. It's totally random. For 100, you can get a random 4 to 5 star non-regional. Or you can save up for 500 and you can pick what piece of regional gear you want to get. Hydra, Midgardia, etc., 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 right? So that's how you get your gear. And then you've got to level up that gear up to 6-star, which is red, and then you got to nano it, which is basically taking another equivalent piece, getting it up to 6-star, then feeding it to the other one. So a very long process to get your gear, your actual clothing, I should say, up to snuff. That was long-winded. The other development is battle badges, all right? So battle badges give you stats, kind of the same as your gear does, right? Like crit damage, dodge, blah, blah, blah. Basically gives you stats, and there's different quality badges. If we go into my storage, I'll show you guys. Now, I keep clicking on that for some reason. Storage, okay. So if I look at my battle badges, here's the stored battle badges, sorted by level. So battle badges you get by running Blitz, right? They start at level 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 105, and then 115. You can't see my hand, it's outside the camera range. But as you see here, right, the yellow jacket one's level 50, right? So you got to run blitzes. You can do 5 of them a day before you have to refresh with crystals. Don't refresh blitzes, just run 5 a day, okay? You have a chance of getting basically a blue badge all the way to a red badge every time you run a blitz. So let me show you guys blitz right now. Blitz. All right, so here you go. Level 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, blah, 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 as you see. And what you get is you get a badge, and you get some stuff. You get a bunch of lower badges that you're going to crunch into Convergium. So that's how you're going to get your battle badges. It's random. The stats on that badge is random. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the quality, that level badge is also random. More often than not, you're going to get a purple, and then blue, gold, and then red randomly, right? But don't hold your breath for a red one. And then if you want to save those badges and you want to upgrade those badges, say you got a bunch of golds, right? You go to the workshop. In the workshop, you can upgrade a lot of stuff. So you can also farm gear, like the clothing. I should have said before. Right here, clothing in the workshop. So look, you can farm all of your non-regional sets, right? So, or sorry, your regional sets. So your Hydra, your Midgardia stuff. You farm them through here, but the drop rate is freaking low, man. It is really low. Really, really low. I have been using this forever to try to farm Hydra pieces, and I have yet to actually get a Hydra piece out of the workshop. All of my Hydra pieces have come through the 1800 crystal costume pulse. But you can get a lot of 1-star gear and non-regional gear that you could use to feed other stuff as they come in. And I should say that you're going to get a regional headpiece every time you complete that zone. So you will get at least one of each regional that you can use to start your work. But you can upgrade your badges from here as well. So as you see, 6-star badges. Say if I want to upgrade some level 115 badges, if I want to make some red ones, which is the highest level, as you see, I need 5 gold, 5 gold badges, and 6 of these this blue Convergium particles to make 1 red badge, which is randomly crafted. The stats are random. The level is random. When I say level, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you can use the workshop to upgrade badges, right? So you can take blue badges to make purple badges. You can take purple badges to make gold badges. And then you can use gold badges to make red badges of every level of Blitz there is. But there's no real need, in my opinion, to be crafting or spending materials to level up these lower Blitz level badges. Maybe there's an argument to be made for the level 105s and level 115s, but mainly I'd say just wait, hold them all. You'll be replacing them pretty quick until you get to level 115. Then you can start coming to the workshop to upgrade your badges. So we've gone over clothing, or your gear. We've gone over your badges, gear, so everything is giving you stats. Also, there are cards. Your cards. So you get the cards, Omega cards, from Most Wanted, right? So these are basically like little mini bosses scattered throughout the zones. You don't have to do these Most Wanted. You get a little extra bonus reward if you complete the characters that the game assigns you each day. But for a while there, I was just going to Sakar. I was going to this map right here, where Maestro is, which is Crown City, I do believe. Yes, Crown City. And I was just farming. You get 7 mini bosses you can farm each day, and then 2 prime bosses. As you see right there, my notice, the prime target did not appear. So the prime target is like the, how do I say this? It's like the big boss of the zone, right? You got your mini boss, you got your trash mobs, your mini bosses, then your big boss. So you can collect cards from 7 mini bosses each day, and then 2 prime bosses. I liked this map because it's really tight and compact. You can get around really quickly, so you can bounce through these. As you see, there's 2 of them up right now, so you can go kill them really quickly. Then you can switch your channel, and then there'll be another 2 up unless other people are farming them. You can bang out 7 very quickly, and as you see from here, there is a chance that the Maestro, which is the prime boss, the prime target, as you see outlined by these 3 little stars, as you kill these 2 bosses, right, there's a chance that Maestro is going to appear, and then you can get more cards. So all of them give you cards, and the cards are upgraded the same way gear are, the same way badges are. You crunch 5 gray to make 1 green, you crunch 5 green to make 1 blue, you crunch 5, etc, etc, etc. So that is basically all the main types of gear. You got your clothing, your badges, and your cards. But I guess we could also include cores. Cores are basically like little gem slots. If you ever played World of Warcraft, they're gems that you slot into your badges. Yeah, your badges. We'll just go to mine. As you see, your badges all have little gem slots, and they are random on those badges. As you get your badges, you're gonna get 1 to 2 slots per badge, and the colors of those badges are gonna be completely random. But those colors are gonna be determined by the type of character that you're playing. Me as a Black Widow, I want basically green and red, but mainly all red. As you see, this one's double red. This one's awesome, right? Black Widow just wants lots of pew pew. So your cores, you're going to get randomly throughout the game from rewards. You're going to get them from dimension boxes. But you're mainly at that end game, you're going to get them from training grounds. You're going to get a lot of 1-star cores, right? And then you come to this machine to level up these said cores. So as you see, I've got 1-star, same as your gear, same as your badges, same as your cards. It's all 1-star to 6-star. So your cores, as you get them, you're going to level them up through this. You combine them. Your 1s are always going to convert into 2s, but your 2s, when you go to crunch your 3s, it's not guaranteed you're going to crunch all your 2s into 3s. And the same thing, 3s to 4s, 4s to 5s. So I have yet to try to craft a 6-star core because the RNG on that is really low. The chance to get your cores leveled up to 5-star and then 6-star is low. So I am, as they come in, leveling up to 5-star, but I'm not going to go for 6-star. So you got your cores, which you're going to get from training grounds. And then there's actually more gear, and that is going to be your specialization material. So you got your clothing that you got to level up from 1 to 6-star. You got your badges that you got to level up from 1 to 6-star. Your clothing actually is going to go to 6-star, and then you got to start working on red stars. Then you got your cards that are going to go from 1 to 6-star, gray to red. And then you got your cores, which are also going to go from gray to red, so 4. And then you got your raid spec, which is not on that gray to red 1 to 6 star system. This is completely different. You get the materials to level up these materials right here from raids. You can do 1 raid a day before you have to spend crystals or spend gold to buy extra raid tickets. But I only run 1 a day. I don't spend crystals or I don't spend the gold to buy the raid tickets. I do 1 a day. You get plenty of materials from a end level raid. The raids are in 5 tiers, 1 to 5, depending on your power level of your character. So your materials are going to scale up as your character scales up, meaning as your character gets more powerful, you're going to be able to do higher level raids, and you're going to get more materials to help go towards your character. What are these? These are basically just basic power-ups. So your basic level ones, which are the little squares, the little dark squares, as you see here, just like attack, right? Increased attack, increased crit damage, increased crit rate, increased defense pierce. All your stats are going to be upgraded through these little side chain ones. And then these main ones are actual mechanic changes or alterations or boosts for your character's skills. So not always. Sometimes it's just like flat damage. Like I do believe this one right here, this red one. Increased crit damage, right? For certain skills. Or dependent on if I equip 2 of a certain skill. Skills is a totally different video. Like this for Black Widow. When I hit what? When I'm about to die, or when I take a hit that would normally kill me, I'll go hidden, I'll vanish, and I'll recover 18% health, upgraded to 21 after on the next tier, right? But you see here, chance of success, I've taken it from 6 to 7, is 50%. Now, luckily, they put in an update, or with the last update, so if I fail, if I spend all these materials and fail, that'll go up to 55%, and the chance of actually successfully hitting that next level will go up as I fail. So that's very, very nice. That is something they have to implement for cores for me to even try to attempt to start rolling some 6-star cores. But all these materials, as you see, I've been playing for 2 months. I've got all of the little ones done, and I'm working on my main ones now. So you can get these, you can start, blowing through this level of progression relatively quickly compared to, say, cards and gear, clothing. I should say clothing. Cores are going to come in relatively smoothly through training grounds. 1-star or badges you're going to get through Blitz fairly easily, and your gear you're going to get normal gear pretty easily through the workshop and through training grounds. But high-end gear is going to be hard to come by, and high-end cards are going to be very hard to come by. All right, capiche? I think that's about it. If you have any questions, please put them down in the comments. I hope you found this somewhat useful. It seems daunting. So what is this? 5 levels? 5 levels of gearing, clothing, badges, cards, cores, raid specializations. You got to work on all 5. But it doesn't take you that long. You can blow through the blitzes really, really quickly. You can go through the most wanted, which is your cards, fairly quickly. You can training grounds you do once a week for 3 hours. Raiding, you only gotta do it once a day. It doesn't take that long. Special operations, that's the material, I should say. If you're gonna use or craft gear through the workshop, the material you need, which is this piece right here, this little icon, not the box, that you can only get at a certain rate through special operations, but you can increase. Oh no, you can't. You cannot. You can only do 1 a day. So do your 1 special operation every day, guys. You at least get those materials. They look like this right here. This is your sin particles. So this is stuff you need to craft gear in the workshop. All right. Am I missing anything? I think that's it. Pretty much. Yes, we're going to leave it there. Okay. So that is gearing or progression or development in a 20-minute nutshell. for Marvel Future Revolution. Now, there are other things like there's specialty badges, which I don't want to get into. Yeah, there's a little bit more nuance. It's a little bit more complex, but that's basically the gist of it. Go out there, work on your gear, work on your cards, raid, run the special operation, basically play the game and work on your stuff. As you see, people are upgrading their cards. That keeps ringing in. Apparently that magic card or that X-Men card is really, really popular today, but that's basically it. If you have any comments or questions, put them down below. You can always get a hold of me on my Discord. My link is also below. Don't know if I'm going to go back on Twitch soon. I like watching Twitch. I don't really like being on Twitch that much now, so we'll leave it at that. Until next time, guys. Later. Bye-bye. Cheers. Peace.